The strongest character trope is one of the most compelling and effective tools in anime and manga storytelling. Whether it's the towering presence of All Might in My Hero Academia, or the overwhelming sorcery of Satoru Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen, these characters don't just dominate with power, they shape the narrative, influence the cast, and serve as a standard for greatness. There's a reason why fans are drawn to these figures. They embody the peak of potential, the unreachable summit, and often the weight of being too far ahead of everyone else. Today we're going to talk about what makes these characters so great. If you're new here, my name is Yuno, and now you know. If you enjoyed this video at any point, leaving a like would be appreciated. If you want to see more, kick back, stay a while, and hit the subscribe button. Now onto the video. When it comes to the strongest character trope, one character shines brighter than the rest in this generation. Gojo Satoru, one of the most iconic and nuanced strongest characters in recent anime and manga history. From the moment he steps onto the screen, Gojo redefines what it means to be overpowered in modern shonen. He's cocky, stylish, and untouchable. With the 6 eyes and the limitless technique, he's quite literally broken on a technical level. He controls space itself, warp physics with ease, and erase anything in his path with hollow purple. His domain expansion is flawless, his reaction speed is instantaneous, and his curse energy output is unmatched. Gojo isn't just strong, he exists on a different plane. The world bends to his will. Even among Jujutsu sorcerers, he's viewed as a generational anomaly, an untouchable ceiling. But what makes Gojo so captivating is not just that he's the strongest, it's what strength does to him emotionally, philosophically, and socially. Gojo's powers isolate him. He lives in a world where no one can challenge him. No one can stand shoulder to shoulder with him in battle, and no one truly understands what it's like to be him. There's a deep loneliness to Gojo. Buried beneath the sunglasses, the smirk, the cocky banner, it's not just that he's confident, it's that he has to be. He is the only thing standing between humanity and complete collapse. And he knows it. The pressure to be the failsafe, the last line of defense, weighs on him constantly. He plays the clown because if he doesn't laugh, he might break. He must smile because the moment he shows weakness, the illusion of safety vanishes. Gojo's relationship with the system around him is one of deep resentment. He despises the conservative, stagnant Jujutsu higher-ups who let tragedies unfold due to their refusal to evolve. He wants to change the world, to break the cycle of curse energy breeding cursed spirits, to raise a new generation of sorcerers who aren't shackled by tradition. And yet, despite all his strength, he can't. This contradiction is part of what makes him such a layered character. He has the ability to stop any curse, but not to fix the broken system that keeps birthing them. He's a revolutionary in the cage. One of the most brilliant aspects of Gojo's character is how strength adds tension, rather than removing it. Most of the series struggle to write compelling, overpowered characters, but Jujutsu Kaisen uses Gojo's invincibility to raise the stakes. Whenever Gojo is on the battlefield, the world feels safe. So when he's taken out of the story, like through the prison realm, the fear spikes. His absence feels like the world has lost its protector. It's a narrative gut punch that leaves the reader and the characters exposed. The safety net is gone and the gloves are off. Then we have All Might, the symbol of peace. He's one of the most emotionally resonant and well-crafted examples of the strongest character trope in anime. At his peak, he wasn't just the #1 hero, he was the hero society. His mere presence deterred crime and instilled a sense of security in the public. Villains hesitated to act as long as he stood tall, and the world truly believed that everything will be okay as long as All Might was there. His strength wasn't just physical, it was symbolic. His smile, his victories, his seemingly unstoppable power gave hope to millions. But that same strength came with an unbearable burden. All Might had to win every time. He had to smile through the pain, stand tall through exhaustion, and never let the world see the cost of being the symbol. What makes All Might truly compelling is that we met him not at his height of power, but during the decline. He's weakened, scarred, and fighting against time, using the last embers of One for All to maintain the illusion of invincibility. Every time he transforms into his muscular form, it's not a triumph, it's painful. The burden reaches its peak in his legendary battle against All for One, where he uses the last of his power to win a symbolic victory, but not just for himself, for the entire world. That moment where he raises his finger and points to the screen saying "You're next" isn't just the passing of a torch, it's a public farewell to the hero everyone relied on. It's one of the most powerful moments in anime because it's a culmination of years of sacrifice, all for the sake of others. Even after losing his power, All Might continues to fight in a different way, as a mentor. He transitions from being the strongest man alive to the guiding figure behind the next generation, especially Deku. That shift isn't easy. He's awkward, uncertain, and constantly questioning whether he's doing the right thing. But that willingness to keep trying, even when he's no longer the symbol, is what makes him such a powerful character. He proves that being the strongest isn't about winning fights. It's about responsibility, legacy, and heart. All Might's strength may have faded, but his influence continues to shape the world. He's not just a hero, he's a standard, a symbol. And in that way, even without power, he remains one of the greatest, strongest characters ever written. Yoriichi from Demon Slayer is without a doubt one of the most perfect and haunting examples of the strongest character trope ever written. Not because he's flashy or arrogant, because his strength feels divine, untouchable, and tragically isolating. In a world of monsters and swordsmen, Yoriichi isn't just strong, he's beyond it. He doesn't feel like he belongs in the same universe as everyone else, and that's what makes his character so impactful. Yoriichi isn't just hyped up, he's mythologized. He's the origin of the sun-breathing technique, the one-man Muzan the king of demons feared. And not just feared, panic at the sight of. Yoriichi didn't struggle to fight Muzan, he dismantled him. He's the reason why Muzan lives in fear centuries later. That's how overwhelming Yoriichi's presence is. One battle carved fear into evil itself. But what makes Yoriichi truly the best example of the strongest trope isn't just what he can do, it's what caused him. Yoriichi was born with the Demon Slayer mark, something that should have led to an early death. He lived past the expected age, untouched by time or illness, as if fate itself didn't know what to do with him. He was a kind soul, gentle, quiet, never prideful of his strength. And that's where the tragedy begins. His strength alienated him. His brother envied him and hated him because of it. The people around him couldn't even match him. Even when he aged and grew old, when he should have been weakened and frail, he stood strong enough to scare demons. Yoriichi's story isn't tragic not because he failed, but because he succeeded alone. No one could walk beside him. His power was a gift, but also a curse. He couldn't save his brother. He couldn't destroy Muzan completely. And he watched generations of Demon Slayers struggled in a war he was once strong enough to end himself. In a way, he represents the pain of being too strong, the loneliness of having no equal, the burden of having too much power in a world not built to handle it. Where other strongest characters inspire to protect and to challenge, Yoriichi haunts. His shadow looms over the entire series. Every breathing style is just a distant echo of his original. Every Demon Slayer lives lives in the legacy of a man who was once so strong, he nearly ended the war alone. That's what makes him the best example of the trope. He wasn't just strong, he was legendary, unreachable, and still human. Yoriichi proves that the strongest character doesn't need to be loud and present. Sometimes the strongest is the one who fought alone, loved deeply, and lost tragically, and left behind a legacy so powerful it echoes through generations. This is one of my favorite tropes in anime, and I hope it lasts for years to come. Down below, let me know who's your favorite strongest trope character. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. Thank you for watching, and until next time, you know where to find you know.